Hello, welcome to the Poet's Chair. Well, we here for part two, I guess. uh, and I kind of like flip through my little book here, and when the time's right, I just kind of like do it. There's no script, there's nothing practice or anything. I just kind of like it's like a fly off the cuff. And kind of like my poems here. I mean, I write my poems. Every time I write a poem, it's kind of like it's what I experienced, and I can write them like that. Um, Comes from the heart, so that's all this is. Nothing fancy, no fancy lighting, no fancy microphones. Just me and a phone and my lamps, anyway, I won't go too into depth. I know you guys, you see the poet's chair, you expecting a poem and not a lifelong story. So we gonna we gonna get into it. But I just wanted to, I was kind of like thinking before I started this. It's amazing how, there's so much talent out there. And it varies. Some people are better than others. I'm not, I'm not like, I don't claim to be the best at nothing. You know what I mean? But it's the people that get out there and do this stuff and actually put put their feelings and their emotions and whatever they have out there, their artistic abilities, and that's what makes a difference in the world, you know. So if you've got something that's churning, you need to get out there and do it. And that's exactly what I'm doing now. It's not for I don't want to get rich or nothing like that, but I want to have an archive. I mean, every day goes by, and it seems like you hear about a friend passing or a relative passing, and every day we wake up, life is a gift. And that's the truth. I feel that. I feel that from my heart. Every day life is a gift. What we do makes a difference, and it's like little things like the most smallest things you could experience make a difference. But a lot of us don't realize that. But maybe when you see this video, you know, maybe you'll kind of like acknowledge what I'm saying. I would hope so anyway. But it's a. The basic. You don't need money. You don't need money. You don't need fashion, Hollywood, and all that crap. You just need feeling, and 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 portray how you feel. And some people, yeah, are gonna criticize it. So what? Like, what are they doing? You know what I mean? It's like, come on, man. Just if you don't like it, man, don't listen. But that's up to them. It's always gonna be people, no matter what you do. No matter how talented you are, no matter how great you are, no matter how much money you have, and no matter, I mean, how much work you put in, somebody's gonna be always sitting back, talking junk. But that's just how the world rolls. You know what I mean? But this poem I wrote back in it's been about 10 years ago, back in 2014, and it's like no like real meaning behind this song, kind of like the first one. That's Cabin Revisited. Well, yeah, that was a pinpoint. That was a pinpoint poem, pretty much. I knew exactly where it came from and all that. It's just like a feeling I had, and it's kind of like with a lot of my poems. Like something I'm going through at a certain period, and like it just everything comes down at once, and I like write this poem in like 5 minutes. I mean, this isn't no extravagant poem or anything, but it's actually a short poem, like 1 page long. I mean, but it's a lot of feeling in it. So, but this poem is entitled "Sitting in Solitude," and I wrote this about 10 years ago. And I don't. I never write the dates or anything like that, the exact dates, but this is like era 2014. So go something like this. So, sitting in solitude, something about being in the darkness, something about being out of light, something about being all alone, something about a little peace and quiet. I put this world to a stop when I want to, if I want to. It's not all about me, but then again, it's not all about you. I'm all alone, sitting in solitude. Something about no one being around. Something about the cold winter breeze. Something about a glass looking out. Something about crows perched in bare trees. I put this world to a stop when I want to, if I want to. It's not all about me, but then again, it's not all about you. I'm all alone, sitting in solitude. And like they kind of like there is some references to this poem. Um, uh, Crows perched in bare trees. Uh, I remember the Counting Crows song. Uh, he talked about sitting there counting crows, and I remember hearing that song, and I'd actually like before I even heard that song, like I was sitting in my backyard. And there was like this big like oak tree, like is it in the winter time? There was a bunch of crows just sitting there, and I was just like sitting on my back porch. I was like a teenager then, and like, but I was like astounded, like all the crows, and like actually like trying to count them and stuff. And then I heard the song, so that's kind of like where that line came from. And I don't know. I could like break this down into a lot of different stuff. I know you guys don't really hear about that, but that was the poem. That's what you came here for, and I'm glad you guys stopped by to listen. And I mean, I guess that's a good night. That's it.